Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. After weeks, possibly months, not sure, of saying that I would get this guitar tutorial out, I'm finally doing it. This is a groundbreaking moment for everyone. Basically, I got really busy and I was recording some other covers, and this is really just, it's a side gig. I mean, I'm not even a guitar player, really. I'm a saxophone player, and I've got gigs coming up. So it kind of just took, a back seat. But a lot of people have been asking, and there's not a good answer for this song. This song that we're, going to be teaching today is called It's All Futile, It's All Pointless by Wilbur Soot. I I will abbreviate it as It's All Futile because it's a mouthful. So if I do that, that is why. This song is very strange because it, as far as I know, has only ever been performed live on his stream once on his Twitch channel. I can't find the VOD right now, but I will try and link it in the description if I find it, because I was trying to learn it for months. And I sat down, and you go to learn a song by ear, and sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's really easy. You go, that's an A, that's a G, G, and you're like, oh, that's a good song. But Wilbur, and he's notorious for doing this in all of his songs, it's hard. He doesn't know. Like, he makes up these chords, or he learns them, or he listens to a lot of crazy artists, and the ear doesn't recognize them. And I don't have perfect pitch, so I can't, go out note by note. So I had a rough draft how I was playing it, and he played it on stream once. My friend sent me the VOD because she knew that I was trying to learn it. And I was mind blown. I was like, this is not how I've been playing it. So I'm teaching this as according to that VOD, as far as I remember. And I've been playing it like this now for about a month or two. This is the exact way, chord-wise, that I played it in my cover. Rhythm-wise, no. Because I don't play the right rhythms in this song because I don't like them. And that's something, that if you want to do in your own covers, it's not a big deal. Like, what describes a song most of the time is its harmonic, its harmonic makeup, and it's melodic makeup. It's not the rhythm. You can simplify the rhythm. That's what I did in my original cover. So let's just get to it. If you see behind me on my little blackboard, it's my whiteboard. It's a little, small, but I posted a picture. It'll probably be on my Twitter, on my Instagram. It's on my Twitter, and I'm not plugging, but it's on my Twitter because Twitter is the only place where you can download high-res images unless I was going to Dropbox it. So we will get started. Also, shout out to Eddie Burback for this wonderful merch. I love it. I got it like 2 days ago, and I love it. It's comfy, and it looks awesome. All right. So this song is a capo 2. All the chords will be relative to that, which means that I am naming the chords as if I did not have a capo on. So an A is the exact same shape as it would be with no capo. It's open on the A string, 2 on the D string, 2 on the G string, 2 on the B string, and then open on the high E string. So exact same way. And I'm going to call that an A, even though technically in this key it's not. Also, not every chord that I say is going to be named correctly. This is because, although I do know music theory, I don't have the time nor the desire to name weird guitar chords. We just play them in tablature, and it makes life easy. All right, so we get started here. I will also be naming strings, starting from the bottom up. So this is string 1, not really how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. So song starts off with an A chord, just standard old A. So as we described before, it's open on the A string. You're muting the low E string, so that's mute. So it's open, and then in this order, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, and then open. So you hit the first chord. Now you go to what I would call a modification of this A. That's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to name the chords, but I'm going to give you like what I would call the variations. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your pointer finger in this normal A, and you're going to move it down to the A string. So now you're still muting that open E, and your 2nd fret on the A string, open on the D, 2nd, 2nd, and open. If that was too fast, I do recommend looking at my chord chart because it's a little tedious to go through and say all the strings. So you have your A, your open, And now you go to that first variation where you move that pointer finger down. And it sounds like that. Now you keep that exact same shape, except you're going to drop your pinky on that A string, that second string, on the 4th fret. So your same shape as before, but now you add the pinky. And that's going to sound like this. So first 3 chords so far, we have that A, first variation with the pointer, second variation with the pinky. Now, keep that same shape again, except you're going to move your pinky up to the 5th string, and you're going to put on the 3rd fret. So that's right here. 5th string would be your B string. And so now you have that last chord. And basically, that's the entire verse. So those 4 chords again, that A, move the pointer finger down, pinky, and then pinky up on the B string. The rhythm for this is where I get a little iffy because it's hard. And it's hard for me. I think it's just because I don't play the way Wilbur plays. He might find this easy. But basically, he hits it once, and he goes... Not easy to play in any way. And you can do it, basically he's playing 8th notes, but you can do it like this to get those accents, and it makes it a little easier, or you can play it straight like this. And then you'll notice in between those chords, he does a little 16th note like strum, so he just goes... And that's just up and down really fast. I don't recommend playing it like that, especially if you want to sing to it, because it's kind of hard. I can't sing to that, so I just simplify it and I play it, I don't do all those 8th notes, I just go... Any variation of that, really. I think in my cover I put a few of the 8th notes in there. It doesn't matter. As long as you have those chords down, it's fine. And then, so you go up to where the first verse comes, and that now you're playing all these chords muted. So, I lost the passion that comes with living since I started university. And it doesn't matter how you play that, but you want it like noticeably quieter, and you want to mute a lot of the strings. 2 that you can let ring out is that low bass note and probably the top 2 or top 3 string, because it gives it a nice effect. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the pre-chorus. This is also a wild section. It's because he uses a very strange chord. So our first chord that we go to, and pre-chorus, for any of you who are wondering, is the part where he goes, I don't miss you, I miss the thoughts of what we were. That's the pre-chorus. All right, so we start off with this F sharp minor chord, and it's a standard bar chord. So you're on 2nd fret on that low E string, and then 4, 4, and then you're barring with the back of your pointer finger 2, 2, 2. Again, that's 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. All right, so you start off with that chord, and then you're going down to this funky variation of this. And I believe it's a 7th in a weird inversion. Like I said, I don't want to music theory nerd out here, because that's going to take a while. These chords are strange. So now you're taking that shape, and you're going to keep that bar on the 2nd fret, but this time you're going to move your pointer finger to the 3rd fret on the 3rd string, on that D string. So you're from top to bottom, top being up here, you're 2, 2, pointer finger on 3, and then bar 2, 2, 2. That chord is going to sound weird, and it's okay. As long as you hit it loud enough, it'll sound fine. So it's a funky chord. So you have that F sharp minor, then you go down, pointer finger. Now you go to a regular A chord like before. Again, that's open on the A string, mute that low string, and then it's 2, 2, 2, open. So we have the F sharp minor, then we go down to the weird F with the pointer finger, then we go to regular A. Now we're gonna drop the pointer finger down a fret. So you're still on that 4th string, but now you're on the 1st fret instead of the 2nd. And that's gonna sound like this. So that from that A, it go. Weird chord again. Now you're gonna play a nice little D major 7, which you can add this low A in, or you could choose to omit it. It doesn't matter, it doesn't really change the chord that much, but you're gonna mute that low string, then you'd have open on the A, open on the D, and then you have 2, 2, 2. And that chord is gonna sound nice. Nice open 7th. So again, starting from that A, because remember we have the F sharp minor and then the F at the pointer. We go to the A, then we move the pointer finger down to the 1st fret. Then we go to that D major 7. Now you're gonna move that D major 7 shape up an entire fret. Everything else stays the same. You still have those open strings on the bottom, but now instead of 2nd fret D major 7, you're on 3rd fret. So from the bottom, you're muting that low string. You have open A, open D, and then you have 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. It's also another funky chord. It's gonna sound like this. And this is that chord that he leans on before going into the chorus. So this whole chorus, again, F sharp minor, then you go down with the pointer, then you go to A, drop the pointer finger down to the 1st fret, then you go to our D major 7 on the 2nd, and then you move that up. All right. Now the rhythm for that is kind of similar to the verse before the muted section. It varies a little bit. I still don't play it like that because it's hard, and a lot of these chords, they sound nice if you let them ring for a second, but if you played it like it would be in the song, it's something like this. This is not going to be accurate. And now on this first one, there's one little variation that comes in. So in this first pre-chorus, you're going to hold out that funky D major 7 on the 3rd fret thing until you get to the chorus. So there should be no break. On the 2nd time through, you're going to play and you're going to put a little break in it. So I'll play it with the 8th note rhythm. So that's no break, and now this is with the break. And you'll see how that leads into the chorus. Now the chorus is actually the easiest part of the whole song, thankfully, because it includes mostly chords that are widely known. So it starts with that A, regular A chord. That's mute low string, open A, 2, 2, 2, open. Then it goes to a B minor, which this is the B minor in bar position. So you're muting that low string. So you're on 2nd fret on the A, then you're on 4th fret, 4th fret, then you're on 3rd fret with your middle finger over on the 5th string, and then your bar should hit that back E string on the 2nd fret. And that'll just sound like this. So starting you have the A, then the B minor. Now we go down to that F sharp minor from before. And that was 2nd fret on the E, 4, 4, and then bar 2, 2, 2. And then we go down to the weird F sharp minor where you move the pointer right on that 3rd fret on the D. So the same one as before. And that's the whole chorus. So we have that A, B minor, F sharp minor, and then pointer finger down F sharp minor. Just gonna call it that, it's easier. And that's the whole chorus. Similar strumming pattern again to the rest of the song, where you're going. And that's the part, where he goes. This is the part where I shut up and let you infest my brain. Wrap your arms around my cortex, take you in and let you drain. Now on that dig you in and let you drain, you would stop that weird F sharp minor. So Russia, let you infest. This is the part where I shut up, let you infest my brain, wrap your arms around my cortex, dig you, stop. See? And then let you drain, and then you continue. Later on, that just goes straight through. Now I'm just going to circle back to that thing I was talking about before where he bleeds that one chord into the one chorus. So I'm just going to play starting from that D major 7, and I'm going to show how the chorus would sound like with the or without the break and then with the break. And now this is going to be with the break. And then later on, after the last chorus, he continues with that A, B minor, F sharp minor, pointer finger until the end of the song. And he just gets progressively louder, and he does crazy triplet strums. He's Wilbur. And then he starts yelling about eating children. So that's the whole song. And I mean, if you have any questions, let me know. I don't think it's ever going to be 100% accurate until we see him again. I'm going to link that VOD that I found that I learned this from, and hopefully it's accurate to that. From what I've been playing, and I've played along with the recording, it seems accurate. So I hope that answers everyone's questions. Have a nice day, guys.